How can a woman as organised and as bright as you never find her car keys?
I need help, not smart comments. I remember walking in with them.
And then what?
I don't know.
Well, they must be somewhere.
Yes, everything's got to be somewhere. That doesn't help at all. What are you doing?
What you did when you first arrived.
Michael Joy, you are wonderful.
Not too bad yourself.
I better go. It's getting harder to leave you.
Well, you might regret saying that.
Why?
You might get sick of the sight of me when we're living together.
Living together? You mean you've made your decision?
Someone's got to look after you. Find your car keys. I love you. I love my father. And I love Jess. It's an equation that doesn't balance at the moment. I don't want to risk losing you. And I don't want to stop my father seeing Jess. So the only clear way through the problem is for me to think of me. And I want to be with you.
Sure?
Of course not. Who could be?
Well, I can honestly say that's the best curry I've ever tasted.
Yep, I can only agree.
As good as Annabelle cooks it.
Oh, yes.
When you were in the war in the Far East, was curry all you'd ever had to eat?
No, we had English-type food as well. So what's this project all about, then?
The Second World War.
What about it, though?
Just about all of it, I suppose.
Sounds like a tall order. No, it's all right, I'll get it.
You should try and think of a novel approach. Something none of the other kids will think of.
I never can.
See you, Dad. Arrangements for tonight.
Oh, good. Thanks.
He talked to me. He really talked.
Well, he's been able to do that for quite some time now.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And it was a really great meal. Now, listen, you take it easy, and I'm going to do the washing up, all right?
No, I'll do it. Well, that's what your mum would do, isn't it?
Sometimes, yeah. Tell you what, you wash and I'll dry.
Right, Toots, how's it going?
Not so bad. How's yourself?
Oh, can't grumble.
How's the new lodgings?
So. Look, I'll see you later.
Hang on. I've got a job for you.
What have they got on?
This is to help an old age pensioner.
And who might that be?
Me.
Oh, what a surprise. Look, I'm in a bit of a hurry. CH.
Look, it's only a little job.
All right. I'm your man. I mean, I never turned down a chance to earn a few bob.
Who mentioned money?
Go on.
Only my mechanic, he's gone to America.
Bloody hell, H, how big a job is it?
It's only to pump a tyre up. He's gone over there to get married, you know.
Come on, let's have a look.
Look, these Yanks come over and they pinch your lodger.
Oh, disgusting. Still, won the war for you lot, didn't he?
Only on the films, lad, with John Wayne.
Right, Samantha, shall we make a start?
Yeah, all right, but I've answered all the questions before. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Well, neither do I.
She spent hours with the police before today.
I appreciate that, but it's a very serious matter, and there are some discrepancies in the statements. I just want to sort those out. Relax, Samantha. I'm not going to start shouting at you. All right? Just tell me what happened leading up to the accident.
Well, I met my boyfriend, Owen.
He's still in a coma. Look, this is an awful strain on her. It has to be done, Mrs. Rogers. I wish it didn't. Like I wish people didn't steal cars. We have to make sure we have all the facts. Carry on in your own time, Samantha.
Then we met Ronnie and Nisha, and we waited for Tony and Cav. Well, they're the two boys who got killed. Well, we waited for a while, and Owen thought something was up, but we just talked him into staying. We should have listened to him now. Anyway, they turned up in a different car, but, well, they had a good explanation for that. Cav said something about his brother's been in for a service and he borrowed this one from a mate. I know it sounds stupid now, but we just believed them. Wish we'd never got in the car now.
Sam, what's done is done, love. You just take your time, eh?
Well, then we sort of decided to go to Wigan.
Wigan?
A disco in Wigan Pier.
You didn't say anything to us about going to Wigan. Perhaps a cup of tea all round would help, Mrs. Rogers. Right, yeah.
Well, then we got a puncture, and that's when Owen got really suspicious.
Will you be going to see Mum and Gran?
I expect so. Hoping to tie it in with a business trip at some point.
Do you think?
We'll see. But,
What?
well, I don't know what Chadwick House would think about it all.
We wouldn't have to tell them.
Yes, we would. And I think they'd be pretty reluctant to let you travel with a young man. Youngish.
But you're all right.
Yeah, well, they don't know that, do they? And they've got your best interests at heart. Besides, you can't just take off again, you know. What about your schoolwork? We'll see, okay? Perhaps Dad could talk him round.
Great.
Right. That's that lot up to scratch.
Thanks, Mick. I wish I could drive it.
Well, I'll come and turn it over every now and again when I've got the time.
I don't know what to do with it, to be honest.
Oh, just do something. I mean, don't just let it rot away. Look, I've got to be going now. I'll see you later.
Hey, come here, hang on a minute.
What do you want, H?
Well, you've just done me a favour. I want to do one for you.
All right, and what's that then?
Well, you don't want to be living over there, do you? Come back to the bungalow.
Ralph really gone for good, has he?
Yeah, and don't think I can't manage. I just don't like to see a nice lad like you down on his luck and living in a place like that.
I'll think about it.
Well, you better make it quick. There's not many people who get the offer I'm giving.
All right. I'll let you know in a couple of days. See you, H.
H. Not calling me H if he comes back. Although I don't know. He'd be someone to answer me back, wouldn't he?
That's it. That's everything. I just want Owen back with us now.
Now, are you absolutely sure you've told us everything?
Yeah.
I hope this is the last time she's going to have to do this.
I think it may well be, but there's the inquest to come. All the girls will have to give evidence at that.
And will that be the end of it?
Let's hope so.
Well, what else would they have to do?
There is a remote possibility of a charge, of allowing oneself to be carried in a car, knowing it to be stolen.
But she didn't know it was stolen.
That's for the court to decide. I did say it was a remote possibility, and I shouldn't worry too much about it.
Well, that's hardly a reassuring note to end on, is it?
I'm just being realistic, Mrs. Rogers. There's no point in me walking out of here and you two thinking that it's over. Well, I hope it is. For your sake, Samantha, I really do. But it isn't my decision. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
I'm going to see Owen.
I've got it.
What?
Well, when you said look for a different way of doing the project, something none of the other kids will do.
Mm-hmm.
Food. Food during the war. Everything was different then, wasn't it?
I'll say. Rationing, black market, no bananas.
And the best thing is the thing about curry.
What thing about curry?
You in the Far East. I bet you'd never had curry before, had you?
No.
But there you are then. All them soldiers who probably never heard of curry and all sorts of other foreign food suddenly started trying them. Will you tell me all about it?
Why, certainly. And better still, if I can get the ingredients, I'll cook you a meal. A wartime meal with dried egg and powdered milk, all the rest of it. Then you'll have the experience and be able to write about it.
Can I come again tomorrow?
I suppose so.
Great.
Sammy?
I'm going now.
Oh, love, you want to get yourself together first. Look, you want to be calm when you visit him, not upset.
What's going to happen?
Everything's going to be all right, love. I know it will.
But is it? If Em comes round...
And he will.
Oh, yeah. And then gets arrested. We all could. Well, what am I going to do?
Oh.
The big day is such a surprise for patient and hospital porter Dennis Ray next when his bride makes a double dream at Jimmy's.